Yeah, no. Sometimes I don't feel alive, but the doctor keeps telling me I ain't. But which one does this? Ah, crap. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I didn't change my name from last week. I was sitting around here just going, okay, yeah, hey, look, everything looks good. You kind of look kind of professional tonight, it's like got all the stuff set up. And then I'm sitting here going, oh man, I'm well, there's a I don't know what I am. I was like, it's 477. What is this? Like, oh, that was last week. So anyway, how are you doing? Valkyrie begins, never ends. What's up? How's it hanging? That's weird. So thank you for coming back.
Well, now it's weird.
Yeah, well, just ignore it. Just keep going. That's the weirdest thing I've said tonight. That we're good. We're good.
We're in good shape. We're in such good shape. It's going wild, honestly. There's so much going on with all this right now.
Well, seriously, so last time we talked, so I think it was like maybe it was like last Thursday, is stuff came out about Garth Brooks. And so I was like, man, I really want to do some of this stuff. And then so the only earliest I got to do it was Sunday night, which was I was really late on Sunday. And I was going like the whole time I'm reading, I was just like, like a year ago, I'd be like, oh no, man, this chick's crazy. I was like, this isn't real and all stuff. But then it hit me. I was like, what's happening? I was like, all this stuff that's going on with Diddy, this could be very real what's happening with Garth because it's not as bad.
It is. It could be real. And I don't know if anybody remembers this from hanging out a few months back. I'm pretty sure I talked about my theory that, everybody had this theory about Garth, right? Because like Tom Segura has been talking about it for forever. So now everybody knows about it. And it's been this theory for a lot of conspiracy theorists. Well, what if it's actually a roadie that's doing all these things? Now, I don't really believe that anymore. But a couple months ago, I did.
Oh,
and I was going around telling people. Do you remember me telling people that?
Yes. Oh, okay. So, yeah, like this. So I remember you saying that, and then like this whole like sex thing came out with him, and I was like, what? I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff happening.
And now look at where we're at. This is wild.
Yeah, it is wild. And now, do you think that it could be a roadie still, or what? Or do you think that there's any? So those of you that don't know, there's this wild accusation, wild. Like none of these things ever come true. Wild, fake, conspiracy accusation thing.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we're all about entertainment and education value here. There's no education value. It's all entertainment. Garth Brooks might be a serial eater. Killer.
Well,
and
not just that. A serial rapist.
So he likes grape nuts. That'd be his serial killer name. Grape nuts.
Yeah.
Well, after reading the accusations, I mean, like this chick, she's like, Garth is. It'd be wild to think what is. I mean, just Garth Brooks, like I don't see him holding some chick upside down by one arm. That was kind of crazy.
There's rumors. There's lots of rumors. I don't know.
Well, you know what?
I think it could be true.
Did I get rid of that? Hold on a second here. I may have. Oh yeah, this was sent to me. Somebody said, so you're saying that his makeup artist
His
is the
makeup artist
person
is
that,
who's accusing.
yes. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I want to do. I want to do present. Sorry. Share screen. I forgot what I was doing. How that works? Why isn't that working?
Don't ask me.
Why is that not there? Why is that not there? Well, I'll save the image. What I'll do.
There you go.
Yeah, and then I can put it up on the side. So anyway, well, I'll worry about that later. But anyway, it was a picture of Garth recently, and the thing was like, his makeup artist isn't very good. Horrible. He looks like they used. Looks like he had been bashed in the face with a baseball bat, and they try to reconstruct his face.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it is. It's weird. But anyway, no, we got a lot of cool stuff happening. We got a lot of the P Diddy, the D Piddy, the I don't know what's happening, Itty.
Puff Daddy.
Today he was he went to court today, and it was so his lawyers are what they're asking for a speedy trial, correct?
Yes, Diddy would like a speedy trial. He wants us done and over with.
Because he's innocent. I mean, that's cool.
Right? Yeah. No, of course he's not guilty. Not guilty
Yeah.
of any of this.
So what is the so let's see, first of all, he has a preliminary again, like in December 18th, I think it was.
Yeah, he will not be back in court physically until December.
And then
but he was there today.
Yeah, he was there today. He hugged his lawyer, is what they said on
blew a kiss to his mother. I guess he was shackled as well, not just handcuffed, but also shackled.
Oh, he was shackled. I thought you said his mother was shackled.
Yeah. No.
Might need to be sometimes.
She looked a little off when she was leaving the courthouse, but I mean, I don't know what that's about.
So what else was there? Oh, and then May 5th will be the start of the trial.
Yep. So they set a trial date. They set a date to have all the evidence in by. So everything has to be, I don't know if it's like beginning December, end of December, but everything has to be in by December for the trial.
So now you were saying before we started the stream, and this is a phenomenal number to me, was that so there's so much evidence that the court had, or that the feds have, and I remember I've heard this throughout this thing that is part of like their legal strategy of Diddy's lawyers to force the government to turn over that the evidence as fast as they can, so that way they don't have as much time to work with it. And what did you say? It was like 90 terabytes?
They seized 96 devices that had about 90 terabytes, yes, of electronic evidence. But it was
and that's
all
not including the 1,000 bottles of baby
or something. Oil. That's not including the baby oil or any of the other devices found in the home. But I guess
the bed or anything.
Some of those evidences, electronic evidences found, are encrypted or something, so they have to decrypt them, and the government said they may or may not be able to decrypt all of it. So I don't know exactly what that means, but it's from all sorts of like tablets, phones, computers, laptops, all of it.
Well, it tells me that they I can't see, I'm getting an echo. I just did something. Sorry. So it tells me that there's well, I mean, he has could you imagine his security person? You know, the people that set up all this network and everything, you know, that nerd.
No.
Or nerds.
Scary.
I mean, maybe his password's password 123. I had that for a long time, so someone told me to change it, so I did it 321.
There you go. So smart.
It's so hard to remember all these things. Yeah, it's so hard to think of so much stuff. It was Tom Gillis that told me about that. He's like, fuck, what's in my one of mine? And I'm like, I don't know. Um,
That's true though. And the government also said that they may bring in a superseding indictment with more charges because this is an ongoing investigation. So it is possible that there may be a
additional
whole slew of
charges.
other
They might find
charges coming, depending on what they find in these electronic evidence.
I mean, I just you think about it. It's what is electronic evidence? So it's anything digital. So it's mostly
Text
we think
messages,
of it
videos, pictures.
pictures. And that's the thing. Pictures and videos is what we think of it as. I mean, it's not usually the lyrics to the next big Diddy album. I don't know. Does he even make albums anymore?
No.
But
No.
I mean, that's a lot of video. Have they released yet? Has there been anything about the evidence like released? Do they say like how many cameras the guy had set up in his house?
That I'm not sure, but I did hear there was like one from every single angle, so it didn't matter like where you were on camera.
I bet you have him in the bathroom too.
Probably. I mean,
yeah, the guys.
Why not? Maybe certain bathrooms, maybe not all bathrooms.
Wait, okay, so let me ask you. I mean, I guess I'm kind of sidetracking here. So you're this guy, and you're like into the freaky stuff. Like, why are you recording all this? Like, unless you're giving it away, selling it, you're trying to brag somehow, or
Blackmail.
Is it just all blackmail?
I mean, most of it, yeah, because he would drug them, make them do things that they didn't want to do, videotape it all. They wake up the next day, they're like, I want to talk music. Then he's like, well, just remember this. And without any of this, if you don't come and do this once a week with me and my friends, we're not putting out no music. What option do you have?
Well, I mean, it seems like it can go both ways. Like obviously you were roofied or whatever and you did stuff that you don't. Well, I guess maybe it's not that. Maybe they were wanting to do that stuff. Just some people don't do it until the opportunity arises.
I don't know. I think from the stories I've heard, I don't think much wanting was happening. I think people were just drugged and getting used. I don't think there was a lot of people wanting to do any of it.
So I don't know, just go with it. Tell me how do you, I don't know. I can't figure that one out. I mean, how do you get yourself in that situation?
Of being at the party or being Diddy?
That's a good point.
So those are two
dealer's choice.
Very different things.
Dealer's choice.
If you're just at the party trying to get a record deal, you're probably, I mean, we talked a little bit about this last time. You're probably willing to do anything. Or you could be like a Rihanna and Jay-Z locks you in a hotel room for like 15 hours and tells you either go out the window or you go out the front door with a signed deal after you're in there with them for that many hours. What choice do you have? And then they use that against you. And there was an interview that came out 2 days ago, maybe a day ago. I'm not sure anymore. With Jaguar Wright. She was on the blue couch. She was talking. And she had said that they don't just use it against you, but they use it as like a mental warfare where they're going to tell you they're going to hurt your family. They're going to tell your family that you're doing all this stuff. They're going to let your family know what's going on. They're going to come after your family more than they're going to come for you. That's going to make you want to keep doing whatever makes him happy.
So, okay. First, what's the blue couch?
It's just where Jaguar Wright has been doing a lot of interviews and nobody really knows where she's at.
I thought it was
and there's a blue couch, and so everybody when they're like Jag's on the blue couch again. That's all.
Okay. See, I'm not used to lingo. I thought that was
I
like
think
maybe
it's
another
called
Diddy
you
thing.
can find them on YouTube. I think it's Real Life Productions with a Y for the life instead of an I. And they are doing all the interviews. The interview with Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown, I think, drops tomorrow. Unless some people already have clips of it, which I'm assuming there may have been a version that was like presented earlier to maybe their Patreon or special people that I'm not a part of. I don't know. But it told me that it's coming out October 11th, which is tomorrow.
Okay, I just looked up Jaguar Wright. So evidently she was on Pierce Morgan.
Yes.
And he is now saying that he's taking back what she said.
No. He's not exactly doing that. Okay. He was served with papers from the Carters. Jay-Z and Beyonce had their lawyers send over some papers and say, stop that right now.
No, who are the Carters?
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Are their real names Carter?
Jay-Z's last name is Carter, yeah.
Oh. Does he know Jimmy?
Maybe.
Yeah, 100th birthday.
Probably.
So crazy.
Which is also interesting because the big survivor of all of this that's been talking and sharing lists of names and what has really gone on in these Diddy parties and how she's been trafficked like her whole life by Diddy and all of them, her last name is Carter. Weird. It's all very weird.
How big does this go? Like, I guess spin a web here. Like, what all do you know? What all do you know, lady?
I know too much.
No, it doesn't seem like it. I don't know nothing because like every time you say something, I'm sitting here going, I actually have notes. I actually have a.
You have notes. I sent you notes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You can keep up. Well, maybe not really, because I didn't say much in the notes. It's just really bullet points. But this goes way deeper than anybody thinks it does. And it's
I'm so glad. You know what? I forgot
political.
about this.
It's in sports. It's in Hollywood. It's in all.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I forgot. So you know what's funny about this?
Stuff.
So I saw what you sent me, and I was going to use it as the keywords for this video, and then I forgot. I was trying to get everything else. Like I said, I thought I had everything all together. Okay. I thought I was all together before this thing got started, and then obviously, which I'm not, but it's weird. I like to pretend every once in a while I have it all together, and but anyway, so yeah, I see the notes now, like going over. It's like, oh yeah, these are all the questions I have. So hang on a second. I gotta move my screen around a little bit. I don't like it. I didn't have it 100% together. Why am I lying to myself? That's the biggest problem. I gotta quit pretending. Okay, so
yeah, just be honest.
Let's just first. Okay. So Sabrina Carpenter. Did we talk about her?
We have not talked about her. Do you know who she is at all?
I have no idea, but I like the name Sabrina. It's one of my top 10 favorite names.
She's a very famous pop artist right now. She was a Disney kid. She was involved in some Disney show. It was a little past my time, I think. I don't know. I just recently learned about her. She's got that espresso song. If you've heard espresso, if you've heard a song about espresso lately, it's Sabrina Carpenter. But the reason
we did talk a little bit about her. She yeah, we did. What was it?
Did we?
Yeah, she did something and he got what was it? It was controversial.
Her video. Did I tell you about this afterward?
Oh, it may have been. I would hate
because
if it were.
I know we didn't talk about it on stream. I know we didn't.
Hey, look, you have friends.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you, Bad Duck. No,
So Sabrina Carpenter.
Tell me something. Yeah, let's go.
Famous pop artist. I don't know how long ago this was now, but it was a little while ago. She wanted to film a video in a church, specifically a Catholic church in New York.
She might be the reason that the mayor of New York got in trouble, right?
Not maybe. She is. She is 100% the reason. So she goes to the church and she's like, hey, y'all, I'd like to shoot this video for my, new album or whatever. here at the church. Is that like cool? Can we work something out? And the priest is like, I want to help the youths build relationships with God again. And, I want to understand them. So yes, Sabrina, you can totally film your video here.
Yeah,
we
for
would love
donation.
that. We would love the publicity.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there was a large donation made to the diocese.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Sabrina goes to the church, shuts it down for a couple days, does her thing in the church. If anybody knows Sabrina Carpenter, she wears teeny little dresses with cutout. She's cute.
I do not
and
know
her
her,
songs
but I
are
think I need to look her
not.
up.
Her songs are not. They are definitely secular music. If I was a church-going lady, is what I would call it. The priest was not on site, did not know the context of the song or what was going on at all. Didn't ask any of those questions. Just was like, yeah, Sabrina, you go right ahead. Let's do it. So she does this video. It comes out. And all of a sudden, people start looking. People start sending it. They're like, oh, my God, this famous church. And the bishop finds out. He gets angry.
That's not good.
He is mad. He come down there and he goes to that priest and he said, what in the world were you doing? Not in this church. So he said, I'm demoting you. You're done. So he gets demoted. And then the bishop's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're doing this in my church, what else are you doing? What else are you guilty of? What could you possibly be doing in here? The possibilities are endless. So he starts investigating.
Mm-hmm.
He starts investigating the going-ons, and his investigations make some red flags pop up. And now the FBI gets involved and starts their own investigation into this priest. And as it turns out, the priest had been investing in one of the mayor's companies or whatever. And this company turned out to be a money laundering place. So the mayor got indicted because of that investigation. So basically,
that is awesome. Now, did she know, do you think, anything, or is this just lucky? By the way, Nerds on the Rope are the original nerd gummies. So good.
Those are the shit. I don't know. I know she knows some stuff. I know she's not telling some stuff, but I know she knows some stuff. I don't know if she's involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I know she knows. And it's almost getting to the point, and even Tony Busby, the lawyer doing the civil suits out of Houston or wherever in Texas, and he said, we're coming after all the people that sat and watched. If you stood by and let this happen, we're coming after you too.
Oh, wow.
So
wow. Now on for like, I mean, like, I don't think she picked the venue herself. Somebody.
I'm sure she had something to do with it. I mean, she didn't. I mean, maybe her people brought her like a book of pictures and they were like, okay, we can go here, here, here. This is the vibe we're thinking. What do you think? And she was like, okay, I like that one.
So I was just wondering if there's like a low man on that totem pole that knew this was kind of going.
Okay, if you're a theater person, if you're involved in that, we all know everything has a much deeper meaning than you think. And whether it ties into what you believe is true or not, it's all about that artist's vision. So she probably does. She probably knows, and that probably was on purpose. So you go, Sabrina. You go. Yeah. Saving the world.
See? Top 10 favorite names. Hey, Puddletown says, what did Diddy say when he got pulled over for running a red light? I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Yikes.
Hey, Debbie Blair, how you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, so do what?
Go to Check by Sabrina Carpenter. We did that.
Yeah, we totally check it. And then Orlando Brown. I thought it was Orlando Bloom for the longest time here. I don't know Orlando Brown.
Look up a picture of him. Like from his younger days. He was in he's in a show. He was the little brother in was it the Twins?
With
Or
Arnold
was it before
Schwarzenegger?
that? No. What show was it?
Looks like he's been in
Anybody?
jail a lot.
Bueller?
Let's
That
see
poor
here. He was
man.
in let's see here, 2016, 2011, The End, We the Party, Christmas
No,
of
go way
Compton.
back. Go way, way back.
That's
So
So Raven.
Raven.
Yeah,
That's
no,
where he
that I
ties
just.
into all this.
Oh, that's a Bill Cosby spinoff, isn't it? No.
No.
Okay,
But
sorry.
Raven was on the Cosby Show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, that's your connection there. Yes,
Mhm.
you are right. And that's where all this comes from.
It all comes from the pudding pops. Maybe it's all
well,
goes
maybe
back to Bill
not,
Cosby.
but maybe it does. And didn't he just get out?
Who, Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I just saw something about him getting out. I don't know if that's real,
that was like a
but
couple
I
years
saw
ago.
something about it.
That was a couple of years ago.
So,
What's up, Zach?
Raven Simone has been very vocal lately about how children are taken advantage of in the industry.
She has a talk show.
Yes, she's been
Yeah, it's pretty good.
talking.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She's all
I
right.
like her. Yeah,
She's all right.
But she has a little bit of that overweight black girl sass that I like so much, like sweet sassafras.
Sassafras. She's got every right to be sassy after
Yeah, she does.
probably what she went through. So he was on That's So Raven. He was in Hollywood at a young age. There are like videos you can visibly see he is gone. Like there is no life behind those eyes anymore. And there's like a security guard just holding him. And he's like trying to get away. And he's just holding him and making him stay at this concert. And he was also like one of those, I guess, sex slaves or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But he was in it from a very young age. And they have done such terrible things to him that he now has to act like he's insane. So all these videos he does trying to tell people about this shit. And then he realizes he's saying shit. And so he just pretends like he's crazy so that they don't come and kill him.
I like the way he rolls.
But he's the one that's doing the interview with Jaguar tomorrow.
And now she has her, what does she have, like a podcast type thing?
It's the real life productions that I was talking about earlier. They are interviewing her. She's coming to them talking about all this stuff. And it turns out that I guess she might actually be Orlando's mom. We're not really sure. She like handles him like she's his mom. And
Like
he
how
says
Diddy's
something
mom
about
handles him.
it's all so weird. So there was a lot of stuff the Jaguar said in this last interview that was wild. And then this one, there's been clips put out and they say it's basically just a shit show. Like the two of them are just talking crazy. They're having like 4 conversations at one time.
So how do I watch this show tomorrow?
Real Life Productions on YouTube. Go.
That's what I was wondering. It's on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I just followed them and it told me October 11th, but I could be completely wrong.
Let's see here. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So that will be tomorrow. I mean, right. And if you even look that up, okay, just to search on YouTube, Real Life Productions, Jaguar Wright, P. Diddy. You scroll down a little bit and there's a clip of Orlando Brown alleging Raven Simone has been prostituted. That's the caption on the video. Like, this is so crazy.
Oh yeah. It is. It's yeah, the whole thing's insane. And that's why we have you here to hold our hand and guide as be our guiding light.
I don't know if I'm doing much guiding, but we're talking about it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So like there's people here that we don't know what's going on. and we're trying to learn. And that's what's so great about having you here. And this what's so great about this list you sent, because now we can go check mark and learn everything. So like I didn't know about Orlando Bloom. I did Sabrina Carpenter. I did, but didn't. Now you have Eminem down. So now
It
what's the
seems
deal with
that he
Eminem?
also, I think he's trying to shed light on the industry. He did this last album. He's been an op of them for a while. And I don't know how long of a while. There are people that could school me on all this. So please, I am not speaking absolutes here. But Eminem and 50 Cent have kind of had beef with Rock Nation and all that for a long time, like since 50 first came out.
I feel like the whole beef in the industry like that, like I always think that's fake. I'm like, you guys are like rock stars and stuff. Like, what do you guys? When you're gonna go up there, I kind of think like it's like wrestling. They hate each other out on the stage, and then they go
but then
back.
they're all friends backstage. Well, it seems now that it's all real beef. And I mean, I know some of it is orchestrated, and yes, they do want to get, like, I know the Eminem MGK thing, that beef, that was orchestrated 100%.
Used to be younger. Also, did you see the interview with Eminem's daughter?
No, I have not.
That's what Diddy
I don't know anything about
I used to be younger. Do you have a link to the interview?
Somebody better find us that.
Yeah.
That's wild. But yeah, so they've all had beef for a very, very, very long time. And Eminem came out with a whole new album recently. I think this year, definitely. And there's a song. There's a song on it. I can't remember the name of the song. But he basically calls Diddy a graper in the song. I don't know what the lyrics are exactly, but I can find them.
Like, how do you say that?
Let me find the lyrics and I will read them to you and let you know, because it's pretty much just literally spelled out.
Now, when you read them, will you be doing it? You need a beat or anything?
No, please, dear God, no. Oh, what is this song?
I can see if we find a beat for you.
I don't need a beat.
We got a little like
it's called like Fire or something stupid. No, I am not a rapper. I cannot do that.
No, a little bit like this. Go pull a Eminem some blues riff. No, okay.
The Death of Slim Shady. Fuel. It's not Fire. It's Fuel. Okay, so the song Fuel. Eminem. Lyrics. Where is it?
Dad says there's a lot that's coming out. Stay tuned. A lot of the industry rumors were going around since the beginning of his career that the industry didn't want anything to do with him. Are you talking about P. Diddy or are you talking about Eminem? Guys.
I think 50.
50 Cent.
And either 50 or M. But yes.
That guy can take a bullet, man.
So Eminem says in one of his songs, Fuel, I'm like a RAPER, yeah. Got so many essays. Essays? Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? RIP, rest in peace, Biggie and Pac. Both of y'all should be living. But I ain't trying to beef with him because he might put a hit on me like Keefy D. Get him. He literally spells it out. And we all just were like,
more confused.
That's such a good line. What don't you get? Let me help you.
No, I get it. It's just like I was trying to take the letters and to make them into words. And that's kind of hard sometimes. Yeah, it's a lot of thought.
RAPER. Graper without a G. is what he spelled. And then he just was saying, rip, rest in peace, Biggie and Pac, because Diddy killed Biggie and Pac.
I like this chronic. They have to tell you what they're doing to you. It's like a narcissistic thing on everybody. They always tell you exactly what they're going to do and then blame the other person.
I saw something today. Rick Ross has a song where he's talking about how he put Molly in a girl's drink, took her home, and had his fun with her. It's that song where he goes, "You didn't even know it." That one. Like, they've been putting it out there for forever. And we're just like, that's a great bar. Why?
You ever hear the full lyrics to the Dukes of Hazzard by Waylon Jennings? They're just some good old boys. Ain't mean no harm. That's kind of cool. What a drastic 180 there, boy. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. I just had to get that out. Okay, so we got Eminem. So Eminem's okay. So let's see here. So y'all, this is a huge list she has to. I want to hit some high points.
We probably won't get through all of it.
Well, that's fine. We'll just get through the cool. Oh, I know. I see down here. Okay, I'll go down to this one I just saw, and then we'll talk more about that. So next you have Kendrick. And I'm sorry, but every time I see Kendrick, was this what T-Rex was talking about? Drake and Kendrick or something like that? And
yes, and now there's like more and more layers to that
Lamar?
too. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that's him, Kendrick Lamar. Okay.
Rapper. I think he's he's got some prize that he won. I don't remember. They study his lyrics at like Harvard and crap. Like he's up there in lyrics. Okay, out of all the rappers that you could possibly think of, he actually has bars. So we'll just say that. And then a couple months back, for some reason, Drake and Kendrick got in a beef, and Drake started just speaking on some random shit. So Kendrick came back and he was like, "Don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truth about you." And
that's a great one.
Yeah.
Said, don't tell any lies about me. I won't tell the truth about you.
Yeah. You better watch it. And Drake was like, I'm coming for you anyway. So Kendrick just bomb after bomb after bomb. And that's I'm sure you've heard the Not Like Us song. It's everywhere. Everybody's heard it. The bands play it during college games now. Like, it's crazy. Where was that, on Juneteenth, or was that a different day, 4th of July, that he did the performance like 5 times in a row? He did this song and like brought Bloods and Crips up on the stage to unite together to sing this song, Not Like Us, and throw it in Drake's face.
That's dangerous.
The whole nation behind him is wild.
Yeah.
But
4th of July is in a pool.
Called Drake a pedophile, basically, and said something about,
how do they go down when they have a beef like this? Like, do they where do they go at it? I mean, it's just
in the studio. They were releasing tracks one after the other. One would go, then the other would go. And it was songs. And that's part of why they think that Drake moved back to Canada. Drake sold all his United States homes, and he now lives in Canada full time. And we think it was to flee any possible indictments that would have come after this. It's said that Drake has had some weird relations with Millie Bobby Brown, the lead actress in Stranger Things.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They had a very weird relationship while she was coming up on screen, her and Drake. And we're all pretty sure some things are happening or happened there.
Oh, man, it's so weird. That's so weird.
So Kendrick and them are beefing, and Kendrick called him out on all this stuff and made all these songs about him. And now Drake is quiet because he just got called a pedophile. But then this video come out of Jaguar Wright on the blue couch telling her truth. And she said, this is what really got me the other day. Through that whole video, I watched 1 hour and 48 minutes while I was at work, had the phone up to my ear, talking crazy to this lady. Like, she could hear what I was trying to tell her.
Mm-hmm.
She said Drake and Kendrick is like Biggie v. Pac.
Okay. So somebody's
So
going
what
to
does
get.
that mean?
Someone's going to get.
That means they're both going to
pew-pew.
get hit.
Yeah.
Jaguar also said that Drake was being groomed to be next in line after Diddy.
Like what? Okay, so who are those people? I mean,
Who's who people?
if you're hang on a second. I'm trying to think. Is that a word? Is there a YouTubeness against the G word now? I can't remember.
What's the G word?
You had the bride and the groom.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember if there is or not. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't care about getting any like adult content things like that. I just don't want to get a personal hit. But who is the who's the vacuum salesman there? Who's grooming them? Like who are those people? Like okay, hey Drake, you're gonna be next in line after Diddy. He's about out of here. He's gonna take the fall for all this. You're gonna be
not
next.
just that, but he moves up to the next position.
So I mean, this is like a druid society or something. Are they all wearing robes and doing sacrifices?
They all. Yes, quite possibly.
Do you know about that place in Northern California where they all meet? All the Illuminati.
Yeah,
and they like light an owl on fire.
There's stuff, man. There's stuff. I told you about those weird parties where they're like eating off people and eating off stuff and eating heads and they're eating off children and like there's some weird stuff. There's some ritualistic stuff.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Oh my gosh.
There's some weird stuff happening.
You know what I forgot about was
all of it. I mean, it's not just Hollywood.
Remember when WikiLeaks got the Hillary Clinton emails and it had what was it? It was Leon Podesta, right? Is that his name? And he had some like weird stuff, and it was all about like what was that arcade or somewhat Comet Pizza? It was Comet Pizza in Washington D.C. It was supposed to be where they're doing all this kiddie stuff. And it was it's a huge thing. Yeah, it was all Wikipedia busted it up. Hey, Aaron.
Wait, what? Pizza?
Not Wikipedia, but what's that thing?
But
what was Julian Assange part of? Yeah. That's where okay, so like the whole thing started being about like cheese pizza and all that stuff. And like people at the time were just going, that's silly. How dare you? How dumb do you have to be to think that's a pedophile comment and stuff? And I was sitting there going like, I'm pretty sure it is. Like, I think I've heard that somewhere. And then it was so weird because like right after that, some like state trooper in New Jersey or something got busted trying to order a cheese pizza. And it was like I was kind of into that whole like rabbit hole for a while.
Okay, we'll keep going down that rabbit hole because guess how they sell children on Etsy? You search pizza.
Are they selling on Etsy now?
There's well, I mean, I don't have a confirmed source that says 100% I've bought a child off of Etsy, but the evidence I saw was pretty crazy. And they would search things like pizza or there was one for like hot dog. And there was a hot dog on there. Like it was literally a photograph of a hot dog. Not like a pretty photograph, just a regular ass photo of a hot dog.
Okay, what was that? What was that other one? There was another website. It wasn't Etsy, but you could buy Wayfair. Wayfair. That was it. You heard about that one, right?
Spokesperson for that, Kelly Clarkson, and it's weird how that just kind of went away, and that's not really true anymore.
What's Kelly Clarkson
being the spokesperson? What do you think Kelly Clarkson's doing?
Like she's from like American Idol or something, right?
She was a winner of American Idol, And then she got into the industry, and now she's super famous, and she has her own show. And she's got the Kelly Clarkson show. Now she can cover anybody's song that she wants, and she sings all the time, and she's a great artist. And she also helps Wayfair sell kids. It's totally fine.
Yeah. Hey, look at this. There you go. Koenig said Wayfair cabinets were $100,000 and had a boy or a girl name and personality, and it's not this or that. Humans are very strange. So, and you know what else they did? And I just remember this. It was so weird because I was into all this stuff. Like, this is like pre-YouTube and all this stuff. So what I found weird about it was how somebody found that the names were coincided. If like there was like a there was something about it. It was like the UPC code matched, like whatever number it was. Like they had, like, you go to Walmart and it says like missing child, and you know they have those that you walk in and out of Walmart. Like you'll have a number, and that number matched the UPC codes of like the whatever it was on Wayfair that happened to match the name of the missing child. And it's like somebody where they were showing us like, oh look, you can buy this on Amazon for $19.99 or over here on Wayfair for $15,000.
Weird. Totally normal.
And the Wayfair came out and said, oh, it's just a coincidence, and then it went away.
It just went away, and nobody's talked about it since. And Etsy's got these weird things happening now. And then I also saw this thing. And I've tested it myself now. If you go on to TikTok and you just hit the search and you search in men, MEN.
Okay.
And see what comes up. It's slightly disturbing. But mostly on this conspiracy level, right? This allegedly weird level.
Okay. Oh, cool. I'm signing in over here. All right. I don't know. I'm on a different browser tonight, so.
Everybody go search it. If you have a TikTok.
All right, hang on. I'm going to do it right now. Look at this. Share screen. This is a good way to get my search stuff all jacked up. Yo, this is a.
Well, you're not even searching anything yet.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to type in men, right? MEN.
Yep,
Do I do capital M?
No, just type it like normal.
Men.
Well, you don't hit enter. Oh my. But look at that. That is wild.
Those,
so go back to your search bar and hit a space and see what the drop down says.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to hit search.
Go back.
Oh, well, this is great for my search history now. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what I start looking
good.
at. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, huh?
Now look at that.
Menendez brothers. Mendez. Mental health. Men
down.
begging to be a good boy.
Why? Why is that one? That's the first thing that comes up on mine.
Men talking through it. What does that mean? Was through
I don't know. I'm not clicking on that.
No, I want out of this one. I want to go by. Oh, great! If I can't hit for you.
There's gray sweatpants.
Gray sweatpants. I need to look that one up.
Don't look that one up. And actually, I probably already did enough damage to some of your.
I'm just gonna close that out. I'm just gonna close that out right now. I don't know what to do. I got to clean out my cache. Don't get me started on search history. Why? What did you do? What did you find?
But it's wild, though, right? That you can just search these things and they're just there for everybody to shop. Some girl searched like the pizza thing, and it's real. It's all real. Okay, here's the next one for you. The port strike. Let's go back to that.
Okay.
There was going to be a strike. They stopped it because of the disaster, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm talking about. The real reason some people believe that there was a strike is because they could hear tiny humans in the containers.
The workers could?
They could hear screams
And so they
coming
just
from the
stopped?
containers, and they finally couldn't take it anymore. And so now they're like, well, you want us to keep your secrets? Pay up. Now, I don't know if there's validity to that, but I will say it's very weird how that just also went away. It was like everywhere. All I could see for a couple of days is there's people in those containers, and now it's just gone. Now, connection between those containers and Diddy.
Now, when you say, hold on, so you're like your search history stuff, or not your search history, but when you were searching around for stuff, you got a lot of that, and then it's gone.
Yeah. I had multiple videos of people saying that there were humans in the containers. Now, whether or not that's actually true or just something somebody made up and put out there, and then people started to run with it, I don't know. But Star Island is where Diddy's like Miami house or like Florida house is, and Star Island is right across from a port of cargo.
You know, you remind me of somebody. Because he started talking about all this stuff one time, and I was like, dude, come on, man, really? And he's like, man, and then he just kind of leaves me hanging to like come to my own conclusions and stuff. But it's Vegas Rick. I mean, he sounds exactly. He has
I'm okay with that.
He has said the exact same things and stuff that you're saying right now, and I'm kind of honestly, I got a cold chill. I just had a very cold chill. Yeah. Yeah, they're bringing him in, huh? They nuked all the browser history. Oh, geez. Okay, so let's where's this? So, oh my gosh. So that's the TikTok name chart.
No, that's not the TikTok name chart.
What's the TikTok name chart?
Is this girl, and I have looked her up. I found her, but I did not have the patience to listen to her. I'll be honest.
A lot of vocal
and the list grows so big that I can't even tell you. But let's see. Her name on TikTok is Desi Zealous.
Don't you look her up? Can't be any words what I've already looked up.
She calls it a board of entertainment. I don't know if you can Google that and it might show you her list.
What's her name again?
Desi Zealous. DESI and jealous, but with a Z.
That's original. Board list. I got the blacklist. Desi list. So that's a pixelated thing.
This girl made a list. I don't know if I can show like the full thing. I need to go back. I don't have a picture of it either, but it's basically this giant list of names, and it's all these celebrities, and she has basically tied them all to Diddy or somebody connected to Diddy. It's like, okay, remember when they did Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, the other night.
It's like that. It's like showing all these people who are just slightly connected to somebody that's also connected to Diddy. And it's grown from like a list that was like this big in her room to taking up a whole wall of her house. And she adds to it almost every day. And she's got like a color code. And
do we need a wall and color coding? Is this? Are you telling me that
I can't keep
I'm going to a craft store after this? That's why we have color codes.
That's why you have TikTok. You just see, there she is.
Yeah. So which one let's see. Let's get an idea what she's talking about.
Any of them.
Like this one got a bunch of stuff. Like new names for the board.
Yep. I watched that the other day.
When you paint me a villain?
A lot of people are saying she's like crazy because she made this list, but I mean, you got to be a
Before I
little
click
bit
any of
crazy
these,
to
is
believe
she
all
over
this, right?
18?
How would I know?
I don't know, but she looks weird. Let's see here.
Madonna.
Like the list is bigger than her.
I didn't expect fully when I was searching for the past, going back to the 80s when these two were an item, that would somehow get me on a trail where I'm not only looking into Lee Daniels, but I'm looking into Terrence Howard. And then, of course, if
Terrence Howard,
Sean
yeah.
Penn and Madonna in the late 80s, gotta look at the early 90s with Johnny Depp and Kate Moss, all the way to the present when Amber Heard's in the mix, right? And you can't even stop there because, of course,
Did you say Amber Heard?
Demi Moore.
There you
Yes,
go.
she did.
And I'm sure we could find a few more people. Like I could throw in Naomi, just for fun because Naomi's always in it, especially if
Just
Kate
for
Moss is in
funsies.
it. And I mean, I should make a name tag for the Viper Room because, wherever Johnny Depp is and a lot of those, quintessential bad boys of the 80s and 90s, yeah, they're going to be somewhere near the Viper Room. Rest in peace, River Phoenix. But did you guys know that Sean Penn was a Nepo baby? Because when I
was a what?
on this deep dive to the crust of the
Nepo
earth,
baby.
when I figured that out, it all made sense. Like nobody has something to prove like a Nepo baby.
What does that mean?
Put on top of that
Nepotism, baby?
Sean Penn's
I don't really know,
sign
but it's a thing.
is a Leo. It's like, we know, we get it. So yeah, not to shade the Leos too bad, but Sean Penn is a petulant man baby who likes to, dress up or, put on these personas like he is somehow an asset to the state. We've seen him with all kinds of foreign leaders. Some would call dictators. That's not what we're here for today. But how did we get there? I know for a fact that Sean Penn,
just tell us.
He's not a good guy. I really found myself like struggling with internalized misogyny when I was looking at this because I'm like, the fact that we have to deal with Sean Penn in present day, for a second I wanted to be like, Madonna, this is your fault. But like that's misogyny, right? Because if we examine the early days of Madonna's career, what agency did Madonna have outside of her persona? And a lot of women on this board, their persona is everything to them. I mean, the men too, right? That's why we have handlers. That's why we have, an issue with steroids, an issue, so many things compounding on this board for people to play up their image, their persona, like this costume that they have to put on and reinvent, And so on this journey, when I first wanted to be like, did you know Sean Penn put Madonna through hell, And then I was just like, well, I don't want to glorify DV. I want to understand DV in this circus, right?
So does this tie in? If Madonna's tied in, does that tie in with like
little incentive,
the performance?
For many
is it a Super
people
Bowl?
that have experienced intimate.
Do it now.
If Madonna's involved, we think possibly, right? Because I think this list is not just who's involved, but like who could be possibly related to a degree of separation. If Madonna might be possibly involved, does that have something to do with that performance where they all kissed on stage and it was like Britney and Madonna and
oh yeah,
and they were all doing crazy things and everybody was like, it's national television.
Hey, let's go. It's a list. So okay, now who's this list tied to? All this goes back to Diddy.
She's got it worked all the way up to political families such as Trump's, Obama's, the royal family, etc.
Also the Kennedys.
Yeah.
By the way, what's her name? Ethel Kennedy, the mother of Robert Kennedy, she passed away today.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting, right? I don't know what the validity of any of that is, but I do know that it's very interesting. And there's a method to her madness, and I don't know what it is. And like I said, I've never taken the time to actually listen to her, so I don't know what she's
Well, no,
babbling
it's
about.
starting to look like one of those like boards you'd see like in a movie or something. It's like they have yarn that draws out.
Yeah. The
each
like private
person.
investigators got the maps
Yeah,
up.
it's like
It's wild. She's crazy. I mean, in a good way, probably. I don't really know her like that, but like to complete that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of. Well, I mean maybe she just likes the way magic markers smell. I like them. They now have new scents to them. Okay, so that's the TikTok name chart. But okay, now you got MK Ultra on your list. Now I know, I know the beginnings of MK Ultra. So what is the MK Ultra deal for you? And by the way, for a while though, when I first heard of MK Ultra, I thought it was people were talking about Michelob Ultra, but they weren't. They're talking about the CIA. No. That's awesome. Was it really? You're saying? I
was like, what about Michelob? What?
Yeah, right.
Now I understand. It's been explained to me a couple of times now, this MK Ultra stuff. So I'm going to try to keep up. But there are suspicions that there are ties to the MK Ultra thing and Diddy and Hollywood and all that.
Now, MK Ultra, that is the CIA program.
About like mind control or something?
Yeah. You say the password and the person loses it. You say catch her in the rye and they go and go after Ronald Reagan. Or I think they had the guy had catch her in the rye with him when he took out that Beatle. John Lennon.
Good job.
So anyway, so go on. They have that connection.
So here's how I got there and started agreeing with these suspicions is what was it? Was it the Grammys or was it just the VMAs? It might have just been the VMAs. One of the award shows where all the artists like perform, like there's like 20 something performances through the night. Mm-hmm. People were paying homage to Britney Spears. And people were paying homage to like space. Like there were lots of aliens, astronauts, weird stuff like that going on. Like all the dancers in Sabrina Carpenter's video were astronauts. All the dancers in the other video were aliens. And like a girl's kissing an alien on stage. And aliens and Britney Spears all over the VMAs. But it was like not a planned thing.
I think they prefer to be called undocumented visitors.
I don't care.
Sorry.
They could be undocumented visitors, whatever you want. So then they were talking about Katy Perry's video or performance and how she had this big old butterfly in the back and everybody was freaking out about this butterfly and I didn't understand what it meant, but apparently this butterfly has ties to MK Ultra. It's like a symbol of MK Ultra or something. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that, but apparently butterfly, the blue monarch has something to do with MK Ultra and that whole thing.
Man, I am so confused. Just when I thought I was good. I was good to Eminem. Then it started going downhill. Lesko says Will Smith doesn't even need to cuss to sell records. Well, duck him and duck you too.
Get him, Em.
Well, his wife is mean to him though. Lesko. Men like you and me, we have a sympathetic heart towards Will Smith because his wife is very.
No, don't be sympathetic to Will Smith. You're going the wrong way, expert. You go the other way.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
He's in it too. Who
Lesko is?
No, Will Smith.
The mind control MK Ultra symbol is the blue monarch.
Okay, so
there you go. The bone structure on the front of the skull makes a butterfly shape.
It does. Kind of.
I've never seen a skull so like that. So
Like, okay. So, Katy Perry, she's got the butterfly. People are talking about MK Ultra. This Diddy stuff comes out, and then they're talking about mind control and how they have control of all these celebrities somehow. And somebody brings up that there's a lot of celebrities wearing pearl necklaces. And
I know what that
apparently,
is.
they think the pearl necklaces are the mind control now.
Yeah, it is.
And like, what's his name? The famous guy in basketball right now, LeBron.
Michael Jordan.
LeBron
Yeah.
has seen Michael Jordan's old.
So he still was good. You know what? I bet he could still slam a basket.
Yeah.
Ball.
I bet he could.
I can't.
I can't either. But Justin Timberlake was seen wearing a necklace. Justin Bieber.
A pearl necklace?
A pearl.
Well, no, Justin
necklace.
Bieber, I believe he's probably wearing a pearl necklace. But Timberlake,
when Timberlake was when he just got arrested for a DUI, pearl necklace.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to check that out.
Check it. I've
and
seen
then
photos.
hey, look, Diane. Thank you, Diane. What planet is Diddy from?
Uranus.
Oh, he would be. He would be.
It's the best I can come up with.
No, but it's all the space alien Grammys or whatever. It's like which one is which one is Diddy? Which one is Diddy? No, what's the new designer rugs? Is that a thing?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Well, I mean, it means nothing. So, this is why you don't read the chat. They get you sidetracked. Okay, so
Justin Timberlake pearl necklaces.
You know that I'll tell you what, I am not going to do that as a live search on stream. I'm going to look it up first, and then if I may or may not pull it up.
It may not have been that night, but there were other nights, like the night. Was that the same night he performed? No, because he was going to ruin the world tour. But he did go on and perform after that. There are pictures of him at a concert doing his thing. Red eye, like how he was when he got arrested. In the
Did
necklace.
he get arrested again?
No.
He just canceled his show yesterday. He just canceled his show because of unknown injury.
Interesting.
Now, what do you think that means?
I don't know. I think he was definitely on more than just alcohol from that DUI with the way his eyes look. It's weird.
So there he is. There's that infamous pearl necklace. It's a 3-strand necklace. Very, very pearly. Lots of pearls.
Bieber's has got like chains of like different charms on it and stuff, so you can't tell it's 100% pearls. Like it looks like a funky necklace.
And what was the pearl necklace again? How did we get started on that?
Mind control. MK Ultra.
Oh, MK Ultra has pearl necklaces?
Apparently, the pearl necklaces are what is controlling them.
Wait, Diane.
I believe that. Who was the DA when Diddy was what? I took a screenshot of this. She was the DA when Diddy was doing some shit.
I love blue cheese stuffed olives. Diane, what are you talking about?
The Diddy indictment says he was engaged in a criminal enterprise from 2008 until now. Many of the crimes occurred in California. Who was the district attorney from
2010 to
Diddy 2016?
Diddy was doing this since 2008?
I think it actually goes back, further than that. I thought it was like 2002 or 2004. And now, honestly, it probably goes back even further than that because I think so Tupac's family has also got lawyers.
They sued right after our stream last week. They got a lawyer
investigating his death. Now, some people think that Tupac is just in witness protection and is waiting for Diddy to get locked up before he can come back.
But I mean, what's he gonna do? I mean, could you imagine that? He's
are like on an island
walking
together.
out. Do what? Him and who?
They think Tupac and Michael Jackson are together on an island, like waiting to be whatever.
Well, these think Elvis was taken by aliens. That was big on the National Enquirer scene.
Maybe all of our favorite celebrities are actually on the space station. And maybe their bodies here are just AI robots.
You know, that is that's been a movie before.
Okay, I'm pretty sure if it's been an idea, it's happened.
If it's what?
If it's been an idea, like if you can think it, it's already been done.
You know, there's actually that's actually, because it's a pretty deep conversation. You start getting into it because there's a lot of musicians that are like, there's no such thing as music. Like all music has already been played. And then now, and I never thought about this until now. It's like now you think about like the AI, they can create music so quickly and it sounds real. It sounds so far, I haven't listened to a lot of AI stuff to see if it starts messing with, like AI stuff starts messing with your head after a while. But yeah, the whole theory is like every song ever, every riff, everything else has already been played. And it's like, oh, I don't know. Sorry. But so if it's thought, it means it's already been done.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Cyclical.
And that's part of where my thought process comes from is music. I'm like a big theory head. I'm really good at music theory. I love doing it. I haven't done it in a really long time, but I used to really be into it. And my big $1 million idea is to have like a Shazam for composers, but that takes like energy and like IT knowledge of some kind. I have none of that. So just a dream. But what if you just had this place where you could like put in a chord or a measure of music and then it would pull up every single song that's ever been published that has that exact chord in it. And then you know exactly what songs sound like your chord. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is a huge thing of music theory. And that like,
it would be crazy.
Yeah. It goes down some deep things. And like, yeah, for me, like I'll start getting obsessed over stuff. And then it's one of those things I'll lock myself in a room and I come out for days until I have something figured out. And then you realize that there is no end. There's nothing to figure out. It's just there.
And it's already been done before.
Yeah. Yeah. That kills me. That's touche. I see what you're doing. All right. So MK Ultra. So all that. So I have a feeling that MK Ultra stuff will come back later. That's all.
Yeah. And that's all alleged. This is TikTok people doing their TikTok thing.
What we need to start doing is start looking for people wearing pearl necklaces.
I think so. I think that's something to kind of keep an eye out for. I think anybody that speaks on this is somebody to keep an eye out for, whether they're speaking one way or the other.
I'll be sure and do a search on pearl necklaces there. Lesko has a question for you. Can you drink like Mr. Brown? No, Lesko, she cannot. She actually drinks like a man.
I will tell you that I found out that my Bucky's cup from Nick, my color changing Bucky's cups from Nick,
cool,
hold approximately 3/4 of a bottle of wine.
And now you know. That's awesome.
Yay, Buc-ee's.
Nick going to Buc-ee's is the coolest thing. Okay, what was I doing next? Okay, so we did the MK Ultra. So what's Star Island? Is that where
that's where Diddy has a mansion.
Okay.
Okay, but there are other people that also live on this island, and this island is across from the ports in Florida. So there's like a bunch of cargo ships just like right across. Like you can see them from Diddy's backyard. It's eerie if you think about it.
Oh, it's an artificial island.
Yes, that's made. Now, part of me has always wondered, like, if all this partying is going on, if they're all this drunk, if they're all this messed up all the time off of whatever drugs they were getting drugged with, plus the alcohol, like, who knows? How are they not all getting caught for like DUIs and public intoxication and all this stuff? Well, because they all live on the same freaking island. They're all there.
Well,
They don't
where are
even
they
have to drive
going?
anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, they have like roadies basically going out and handing out pamphlets like, "Hey, you want to come to Diddy's party tonight?" I mean,
Yeah, most of it did happen in California, but some of it had to have happened in Miami.
Well, I mean, Miami Beach, man, you got that whole model scene, I think.
You got lots of girls to choose from in Miami.
That's what I hear. I've never been.
Me either. I would love to go. I think that would be a fun experience.
Wait,
I don't want to stay.
Wait a second. I may have been at Star Island. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
No, it's possible. But so who else lives on Star Island? J-Lo lives on Star Island. Shaq, I think, lives on Star Island.
Well, you know what? Check this out.
Can't remember everybody, but it's a lot.
All right, so here we go. Star Island.
Oh, yes.
So go up here. So this is Star Island right here. Discover Homes, Miami. And then it's a gated community on artificial island. Was not around for Miami Beach 19th century origins. However, the early 20th century, the railway reached Miami-Dade County. Developers began to realize Miami's potential as a resort town.
So even if you tried to escape, you couldn't get out.
That's true. That's true. You know who, if you have questions about Miami, Traveling Fools is like from that area. Like when I say from that area, I mean like his family were like they're one of the founding families of the Miami-Dade airport.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like, it was the weirdest thing. He saw like I don't think he knew about it, but like his grandfather, like there's like a plaque somewhere. He's like, why is my grandfather's name on there at Miami airport? And then he started looking into it and found out. I mean, it's amazing. Early aviation was amazing. It was just so easy to get into. And anyway, let's see here. The exclusivity and glamour of the island have remained constant. Well, I would think that if you see little kids running around, that might be a problem. Let's see here. There can also be drama as well. Oftentimes over plans to renovate, demolish, or build homes. For example, Real Housewives of Miami, Lisa Hoochstein and her husband, Leonard Hoochstein, once got in a feud with some of the island's residents over construction plans for a 42 Star Island Drive. There's how you get into it. That seems pretty cool. It seems like nobody's going to bother me. You know, I'm
looking mighty weird.
Yeah.
Super safe.
Right.
Yeah, that's the word.
Oh. There are boat tours that circle the island. There's architecture. Let's see here. There's a Mediterranean style home. And then see here. A famous example is 27 Star Island. New owners decide to move. Okay, I don't care about the drama. Now here we go. Here's one Star Island. Gloria Estefan's there. She wanted easy access so she could get in and out. She can't be bothered driving all the way to the other side. And she also wanted everybody to drive by her, and so she sunbathed nude and waved to the paparazzi.
You can rent it out.
Yeah, $30,000 a month. Hey,
no
let's
biggie.
do that. Why don't we pull all of our money together, and we'll go have a party.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll do it a 1 month party on Star Island.
We'll see what's real and what's not.
Let's see. Who's this? 5-star Island. Thomas Kramer. I don't know who that is. Do you? German-born real estate developer. Oh, there you go. Stuart Miller, multiple lots, CEO of Lennar
Wait,
Corporation.
animal skins and Paintings?
Where?
Why? Why?
Where's this?
Why is that mentioned? The
Where?
inside of the house was sometimes down at the bottom there, this paragraph. Right there. Right where you're on top of right
The inside of the
now.
house is sometimes described as Wagnerian, Victorian era decorations, animal skins, and large paintings. Oh, well.
Lots of animal skins? On the beach?
You know,
On the beach?
on the beach. Yeah.
In Miami?
That's a good point. That's a solid point there. I was like, well, you know,
could
the
see
guy's
that
German,
maybe in
you
the
know.
woods. But like,
Yeah.
okay, that fits the vibe. Keep going.
What are you talking about? Let's go. Are you being serious here?
There's cheese pizza. Hey
he's always
man. Hey man.
I'll throw a trust of. They own several of the homes. There's a trust. There's blah blah blah. Let's Philip Frost. Hey, there's this guy right here. He lives right there. Look at that. He has like, what
Wow.
is this big glass building looking thing right here?
I wonder.
Is this like this thing? Why didn't it draw? It's supposed to draw. It's not drawing.
I know it.
Okay.
I know what you're pointing at, though. I don't know. Oh, there it went.
No, I just messed
I
everything up.
swear I
Okay.
just saw it.
I'm not gonna push it on my
It's
button,
okay.
but this thing.
It's gone now. Yeah, that thing looks like a little compound of some kind.
Yeah. Oh, like here's a merry-go-round. It looks like he's got like a pickleball course or something. Ira's been a member for 12 months. Holy cow! Congratulations, 1 year. Time flies when you're having fun. I'll tell you what, it is. It's flying around here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. A whole year of you sticking around to listen to. So, you know, it's oh, let's see here. She came in hot and heavy there on Discord. I love her. She does that. I'm like, wait a second. I think she was speaking English, but I'm not sure. But I feel like I feel like I understood what she was saying.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So Star Island, we got Philip Frost. Don't know who that is. You got, look at this guy here. That looks like a young Sean Connery. Vladislav Dorant. This guy is definitely a bad dude in a 007 thing. Oh yeah, he just happens to be CEO of the OK. Do what?
Relationship with Naomi Campbell. Okay, we just watched that Desi Zealous girl. And that Desi Zealous girl said, let's just throw Naomi Campbell in there because she's just involved in everything. Maybe that Desi Zealous girl isn't so crazy after all.
Maybe not. And look, the Estevans have another place over here. What does she do? Like, didn't she just do like one song?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Lisa Hochstein. We heard that name before.
That's yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the Real Housewives. Yeah, I don't know who she is. Oh, look, here's the climate. I'm so glad they're telling me the climate there. I guess it's gonna be
that doesn't even go over everybody.
Pretty nice. No, it didn't show Diddy. Well, that was just fail. Well, that seems more
and that's interesting. It left out all the people that I was thinking were connected.
That it would show, yeah. Holy cow, Crowneck, you've been here for a while. I remember when the videos were just the expert logo, no camera, no studio. I used to watch that is crazy. Holy cow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I appreciate you.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so besides Star Island, what's I was looking down for a piece of paper. I have it here on the computer. Next thing Garth Brooks. No, we talked some about Garth Brooks. Was that before the show? Huh? We're done with that. Kesha. What about Kesha?
Kesha.
Whatever. Is that that's the chick like the trashy Britney Spears?
Yeah, you could call her that. I'm okay with that. I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, Kesha, pop artist. Do you remember anything about the lawsuit she's going through right now? The lawsuit she's going with It was Dr. Luke, her like producer guy. Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
Oh yeah, he like forced himself on her, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then she tried to fight him in court, and she lost, and she had to keep making songs with him. She had to finish the album. Basically, is what the judge said. So the story goes that while she was fighting in court, she lost all her money, all of it, gone. Fighting, lawyers, fees, all that stuff. So
You know
Taylor
what's weird about
Swift,
that?
what?
I know. I think that lawsuit. I think that was in Williamson County. I mean, actually, he knows more about that. I kind of forgot all about it. But yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I
I
think
don't know much about it. I know it happened. I know it didn't go the way she wanted, and I know it was popular. Like people were talking about it a lot, but I never paid any attention to it.
Don't quote me on this, but I think I know the judge of that thing.
That's wild.
Yeah. It was,
So apparently,
I'll tell you
she
later.
lost all her money.
Wait till you hear this name.
That's a me and you conversation. She lost all her money, and Taylor Swift was like, "Hey, girl, I see you fighting the good fight. I understand what you're going through. Keep fighting. Here's the money you need to keep fighting," and gave her like $230,000.
Now, who said this?
Taylor Swift. About
Okay,
Kesha.
yeah.
She gave her money.
Oh, really?
When all
Because
this
Taylor
was
Swift
happening,
thinks she's
really
a
bad.
Nashville girl now.
She lost all her money. Taylor Swift gave it to her. Now, here's where it ties into now. Kesha is starting her own. Yes.
Was that the
Well,
song?
so first, that's the lyrics to the song. Wake up in the morning feeling like B. Diddy. And if you know anything about Kesha, which I assume you don't, she's basically just a big party girl. Most of her songs are about getting drunk and going to parties.
Out. Yeah.
And not having any money at the same time, right?
I heard she smells too.
I mean,
Like she
when
really
she was
stinks.
that old and homeless, yeah, I would probably smell.
Why was she homeless? Her family.
I mean, I think she was like living in her car for a little while. I don't think it was like a long while.
Her family's got money.
Just because
her family was on.
She didn't like run away for a week.
What was the Paris Hilton show? Do you remember Paris Hilton and she had a show?
Nicole Richie?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, way back.
They went around places. Kesha,
they went into the different
family.
jobs.
Yeah, they were on that. Kesha's family was on that show.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and
that's very interesting.
Like Kesha's like, I don't want people to know about it. When she got like, she's been trying to get famous for a while, and of course, it's all like now, the Hollywood moms. Sorry.
She started her own. She started a new record label, and I guess she is coming for the industry. She's like got her money up. She's got her stuff up. I don't know if she's got evidence or what she's doing, but people were doing an article about her the other day, and like her quote was, "People in the music business should be effing scared of me right now." And so I don't know. And the Taylor Swift thing plays a part in that, right? Because if she was fighting the good fight and Taylor Swift said, "Hey, here's this money to fight the good fight," I'm assuming Taylor Swift did that because she couldn't speak up herself, because she's been trying to speak up about it for so long. We touched on that last time, right? Touched on it.
Yeah.
If she's trying to speak up and shine light, maybe that was her way to do that. And now Kesha's kind of going to. Maybe she invested that money in the right place, and it's all because of Taylor that she's getting to do this. And maybe she will be part of all these civil lawsuits. I think so. I think Kesha and Jag and Raven. I would like to see Kesha, Jag, and Raven on a couch. That would be interesting. And maybe even Demi.
Pay for that.
Maybe even Demi Lovato, because she's kind of coming after people too. What just happened? Demi just threw a little bit of shade at somebody because I don't remember who. I don't remember where. But Demi basically said, "Why don't you start making law?" I thought it was about Raven Simone and them. Raven Simone and Allison Stoner and a bunch of people have been talking about all the stuff that they went through as children in the industry, how they were taken advantage of, how most children get taken advantage of. And Demi just got a law passed in California. She wrote the bill. The bill got passed. It's now a law in California to protect child social media stars from their parents stealing their money.
That's always the thing, though. Wasn't that who else did that? I know. Well, gosh, going back was the Home Alone kid. I think he had that problem.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, and but there was somebody else. They're big about getting laws passed. I can't remember now.
I don't either, but I do know that Demi was like, "Hey, y'all can talk about it all you want, but until you're making laws and speaking up and doing something, stop talking."
Yeah. Kronik says, Taylor, is she a gray hat? I don't know what a gray hat is. Do you?
I don't know what that means either. No, that's interesting. We should look that up.
I'm sure it'll tell us in a second. Okay, so Kesha, so now she's gonna do a music thing. I mean, so she's got her own company.
She's got her own label now, and some other things going on. I'm not sure anymore. There were like 3 things that were bullet pointed on that article about her, and I just remember the record label. But I think she's going to be helping victims fight, however she can.
But how is she going to be able to say that I was a victim and here she is? I mean, like her music alone just seems like she had a good time being a pearl necklace wearer.
I don't know if that's valid evidence to form that opinion. They all wrote songs about a lot of things. They all said that they enjoy a lot of things. Does that mean that they actually do?
I think what's her name? Kesha kind of did. I don't know. I don't know any of these
I'm
people.
sure when she was 17 years old and going to parties at Diddy's house or whoever's house in
she was
that
probably
mansion,
properly chaperoned, correct?
Oh, of course. I'm sure she was having a good time until all of a sudden she wasn't. And then she really wasn't. And then she tried to fight it and she had to make that album anyway.
Yeah, it's weird. That moment of truth thing is a weird thing for people. It's you just wake up one day and you're like, why do I feel like crap for trying to feel good all the time? Anyway, so okay, now who are Eve and Jeanette?
Janet, not Jeanette.
Janet? Oh yeah, I see. It is Janet. It's not Jeanette. Why did I get Jeanette out of that? What is Jeanette?
Okay,
I like that, baby.
And Janet, this story is kind of another thing that's just one of those weird things. So Eve is a rapper and I think producer, or she's still in the music industry because I know she finds beats for J. Cole to rap to. I'm not sure if you would recognize Eve other than she did like a couple famous songs. Otherwise, I don't know if you would really like recognize her.
Are they a group? Are they together like a group? Oh, hang on.
No, it's Eve and then Janet Jackson is who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Between the two of them.
I thought Janet Jackson died.
Janet's still alive.
Oh, wow.
Isn't she?
What a great day this is. I didn't know that.
Is she? Look it up. Because now
she is. It seems like she's alive now. I thought she died a few years ago. Was that LaToya? I don't know who. Tito died, man. I tell you what, the world not having Michael around, it's all gone down a hill. I mean, it's just all bad now.
Okay, the second time somebody in chat's brought up Lil' Kim, so remind me all to circle back to Lil' Kim.
Okay.
But right now,
circle back.
Eve and Janet. Circle back. So Eve and Janet. So Eve, there's like a video of her or somebody was talking about a story. Eve got drugged at the VMAs in 2007 or something. She had a drink. She came back to her hotel room. She was spinning. She was going off the rails. Bad stuff was happening to her. And Janet Jackson walks in the hotel room and she sees Eve in her condition. And she's like, I know exactly what to do. Give me some water, some Advil, some hot sauce, and a slice of white bread. They get it?
It sounds like many an evening I've had. That's just that chicken. You got natural hot chicken right there.
That chicken is the average night for everybody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so she gets these things. She feeds it to Eve or whatever. Eve's fine. She comes to just like that. Like it's nothing. Apparently, this is practice for some people in the Black community. And then I heard references to hoodoo. I don't know what hoodoo is. So someone can
Hoodoo
explain
is
that.
it's like voodoo. You know, like everybody hears voodoo, right? But
Yeah, I know
hoodoo
what
is
voodoo
actually like
is.
the hoodoo is like the like everything that like we say like, oh, there's voodoo like in New Orleans and all stuff. It's actually hoodoo is the thing. Like the
Yes.
Haitians, they practice hoodoo, and it's
Oh,
a
okay.
form of witch doctriness. Witch doctrines? Yeah.
I don't know. So apparently, a lot of like Black women.
Val got funnier too. You know what, y'all? Valhalla here's been on a diet. You got his kudos there. Look at that. Got his hair straightened and just living life, doing great. That's great. Thanks for being
So
on
pretty.
here,
So pretty.
Valhalla. See, you can tell. Oh, that was a total Valhalla comment right there.
So apparently, a lot of Black women carry hot sauce in their purse. Like for this reason, it is common knowledge in this community to get water to flush your system, Advil to slow your heart rate, hot sauce to bring the blood vessels to wherever is needed, and white bread to soak up whatever it is that you were ingesting. And so, like, Janet just knew like that. Like, I mean, it didn't even take her, 30 seconds to look at her and be like, you need all this stuff. How does she know that? How do you know that, Janet? How do you recognize those signs so easily?
Well, you think she's into the arts, into the hoodoo-ness?
You think maybe it happened to Michael once or twice?
Oh, the simple stuff is what always escapes me. Oh,
You think she hasn't seen it once or twice? She hasn't saved her brother?
Food Perry says I carry hot sauce. Yeah,
For what reason?
That's true, though. Do what?
For what reason are we carrying the hot sauce? This reason, or because we
She
just
likes
like
her food
sauce?
spicy.
So do I.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy though. And so you know, saying this about hoodoo, so like that gets back into because okay, like when I was telling you, like kind of like me, like it was WikiLeaks. I said Wikipedia. WikiLeaks is the one that did all that stuff. It had the Hillary Clinton emails, and then those went to like the cheese pizza stuff and the Comet pizza, whatever. Comet pizza, yeah. Anyway, and then like during that time when I was looking at all this, because I've never. It's weird. I am an ostrich. I like to put my head in the sand and ignore all this. And also, then like it got interesting because who all's being accused of and stuff. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, here we are. You know, it's the internet age. You got everything's out there. What's you know, what all does this mean? Well, then it got into like weird how everything kind of it seemed like went back to Satanism. And I haven't really thought about this until now. You said the hoodoo. I was like, that's kind of like a thing, like weird weird religions. I say weird religions because we don't have a lot of that in Tennessee. I don't see a lot of hoodoo churches and stuff. But it's when you say it, well, I guess what I'm trying to get to is like it doesn't surprise me if there is a connection to that. Because that's just what I don't know. It's just all it's a modus operandi here that you keep seeing over and over again. What I call her? Jeanette.
It's like extra N's and T's and shit.
All right. Oh, hey, here we go. Jamie Foxx, Jerry Jones video, and whistleblower for FBI got beat by Diddy security.
Okay.
Now, I know Jamie Foxx, he got sick.
Sick.
Yeah. He went back. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wait a second. We were supposed to circle back to somebody. Was
Lil
that
Kim.
Lil Kim?
Lil
Okay,
Kim
sorry.
is 100% definitely involved somehow, some way. I don't think it's for the Diddy side. I think it's on the opposite side because her and Biggie were a thing, right? Like she to this day still has his clothes in her closet untouched, chilling. So 100%
Biggie
she
Smalls?
knows she's got, yes, who Diddy offed or got offed or whatever.
Yeah.
So yes, she's definitely connected. But I don't know exactly how. I don't know how intertwined. If you listen to some of her music, she is into some nasty stuff. So could she still be involved in the Diddy thing? Very much so. Very much so. So yeah, that I believe
so weird.
100% that she's in it. But what were we just talking about right before that?
Oh, it was the Jamie Foxx and Jerry Jones video, and whistleblower for FBI got beat by Diddy security.
Okay, so a little while ago, I saw this video. I'm not going to look it up, but I definitely saw it. I do not know where it came from. It could be an AI-generated video. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's a video of Jamie Foxx sitting with Jerry Jones, I think in a baseball field. I'm pretty sure it's about baseball. And Jerry Jones and Jamie are talking. And then Jerry's like, oh, yeah, this player, number 58, he's got a 9-inch dick. Like, just casual throws it in the conversation, and he, like, throws the ball real good.
What do you think? Wasn't that also, you said that, I forgot. Was that, did Vince McMahon have that? Was that part of the accusations? Like he knew like the wrestler's tallywhacker size?
But that,
which
that
is
could
just
be.
To me, it just goes back to like this whole being like a weird, it's like this super elite group are like just all driven by sexual weirdness.
Oh, and it's weird. And if you look into all facets of
look,
sports,
just Dawn knows it. It was at Cowboys practice.
Okay, football. It was about football. And he said, so I'm not the only one that's seen this video.
Right.
But yeah, it just happened like that. And I don't know the exact chain of events, but they're saying that Jamie Foxx was sick and all the videos had to disappear from himself. That could be. They're saying that when Jamie Foxx got sick, he really got beat to almost death. Like the security guards went and beat him because he was going to blow the whole thing down. He was supposedly the whistleblower. He was supposedly the one that gave the videos to the FBI. And that's what started this whole investigation. So they had to come for him.
I just think Levy's got right. Jerry Jones knows his players' stats.
Well, what I think is interesting about this is somebody else, that Allie Carter, the victim that's coming out, she's giving a list of stuff. She said some stuff about Hunter Biden the other day and how big he was. And then Hunter Biden had in the videos and the laptop, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Apparently everybody's seen that he's got a 9-inch.
I don't know.
So
he had
that's
like
I haven't seen
measuring it with like he's measuring it with Skittles or M&Ms.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a weird video. I was like, dude, I was like,
I don't know. But have you seen those videos of like people who work in certain fields, like carpenters or whatever, and they take a tape measure around and they hold them up to it and they're like, well, show me 4 inches, and they like are either accurate or not. It's pretty funny. Look it up. Good times. Or maybe don't. Your feet will be pretty.
So this is like 30 inches, right? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
So yeah. Don't ask why I have a tape measure on my computer screen. Anyway, yeah, so the Jamie Foxx thing, like that is something I would think like really like, and it was so weird because like,
What?
I don't know if I just said that. Well, maybe I'll say that in a second.
Circle back.
Yeah, no, I'll forget about it though, so don't let me forget.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Jamie
write it down.
Foxx.
Look at this. I'm gonna write it down. Analog style, so that way the Uranian
Can't
space
get
aliens can't read my mind.
They can't get you. What else about Lil' Kim? That's all I know. I just know she's involved, but I don't know which way. I don't have any evidence.
Yeah, it was no, that was just
Show me the evidence, and I will talk all day.
No, it's just that was
I got nothing.
what you said. We'll circle back to. It was Lil' Kim into it. Let's see. What's the even Jamie Foxx, and then Drake, Millie Bobby Brown, and Bobby Althoff.
Okay, so I kind of touched on the Drake.
Yeah, you did.
Bobby Brown just a minute ago. So there's a lot of speculation about the relationship Drake had with Millie while she was on set, and etc. She's like 13 years old, texting Drake, and he's God knows how old. I don't know. And just like weird stuff. I think she was at his house for a little while. I think like she went to visit him at some point. I don't know. Went home. But it's been said that their relationship is very, very weird. A lot of speculation around it. I don't know what's what. But what got me really suspicious was people talking about Bobby Althoff. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Okay. She is a TikToker, and she does these like interviews, and she's really almost like monotone and straight face through the whole thing. And it's like a bit that she does, right? That she like doesn't always understand the things. She's like really cutthroat. I don't know. She does this whole bit. She's funny. She does these interviews. It's pretty cool. The thing that made her famous was she did an interview with Drake. And so before she got famous, she like put the flight on her credit card, flew out to Drake's house. And when she got there, she had to sign all these NDAs. Now, do you think she had a lawyer with her representing her and reading through all these NDAs and telling her what she should or should not sign? Or do you think she was excited for an interview with Drake and just signed whatever she could to get to Drake? She did that. She did that option. She signed everything. She didn't care. She wasn't looking over no paperwork. She said, sign that. Get me in the studio. Let's talk. And then after that, things started to get a little weird. And I guess Bobby like wasn't the same. And the interview like went really viral. And then like a few months later, she took it down. Now she's got some problems with people in the industry. And there's some speculation that something definitely happened that weekend that she was there, and she cannot talk about it because she signed.
If it was illegal, she can.
I don't know. I don't know what it was, but there's speculation. So what happened between all the Bobbies? Millie Bobby Brown, Bobby Althoff. What did Drake do to them? What did Drake do
Bobby
while
Brown
they were
was
there?
the husband of Whitney Houston. Oh, I know he covered that one.
Yeah, but Millie Bobby Brown.
I know.
He's silly.
Wait, is that Bobby's and Whitney's kid? Oh. Well, they had kids.
Yes. And didn't what's her face get involved in all that too? And she got her ass beat?
Whitney? Who?
The baby. Bobby Christina.
Oh, that does sound like one of the kids' names.
Something happened to Bobby Christina, and she got her ass beat after Whitney died, or right before Whitney died, or something.
See, I paint absolutely like pop culture has no. I just don't care. It doesn't. I don't know why. It's just not a thing. But our own pop culturalist here, Jay Liga, was at a party in the Hamptons when Little Kim showed up and was refused entry.
That's wild. You know, the
Yeah,
only
I
thing
know.
I knew
Did
about
you know that Levy partied in the Hamptons? I didn't.
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
I want to go
That's
party in
kinda
the
cool.
Hamptons.
I know. I want to party with Levy and Just Dawn, but you know, they live in
Whatever.
Texas. Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
far
It's
away.
not cool.
I don't know if I want to go there anyway.
You hung out
That's
with
where
them.
they give kids sleepy patches at school.
Who does?
Teachers. Have you not heard
Where?
about this story?
No.
I don't remember.
What's
where
a sleepy
when.
patch?
What?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
What's a sleepy patch? Is that like a nicotine patch?
Yeah, but for like sleeping. So apparently,
Where do I
these
get
kids,
one? Yeah.
these
Oh my
kids-
gosh! Can we put them
Amazon.
on and then do a stream?
It's-
What?
put it on the Amazon list,
Amazon.
babe.
Oh
Get
my
it.
gosh, we're going there
So
right
apparently
now.
they're made of natural substances. It's all natural,
all
like
natural.
melatonin patch, basically, right?
You know what's kind of weird? They always tell you like you always have that stoner kid in high school. It's like, man, marijuana, it's all natural. It's okay, it's all natural. And then like you notice as you advance through life, like, yeah, dude, like everything's all natural. Like that was the gateway into it. It's like next thing it's like, oh, hey, try this. It's all natural. Try this. It's all marketing now. Everything's all natural and all stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
People gobble that up.
Well, it's Phillips Tobacco owns all the marijuana. So anyway, go on. No, it's all natural sleep patch.
Sleep patches.
Man.
The teachers were
Amazon.
giving them to the kids. Kids were either acting out or whatever, and they would they would have to go get a sleepy patch, and they would have
Oh
to
my
they would have to put it
goodness.
on. They'd put it on the kid's hand, and then the kid would go take a nap. And nobody knew about this until one kid slipped up and told their mom about their sleepy patch. And mom was like, wait, hold up. What? And so two sets of parents came forward and like went to school. I saw a video of one of the moms like screaming at these teachers.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Imagine? Oh,
I'd be like,
no
give me a sleep patch right now. I want to have it. What's going on? What's in
no
this
criminal
thing?
charges. Can't do anything about it.
Look
If
at
they want to
this.
sue, they can civilly. Yeah, it was like those. And so the
But
kid was
look, they
describing
have,
them
like,
as
cool,
the ones
like,
with
little-
the moon on them and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at all that. That looks. What are
Mhm.
these actually? That may not look as cool as I thought it did. What's that? Oh, that one you definitely don't want that one. There's the moon.
Mhm.
Do they have Batman? I like Batman.
I don't know.
Oh, look at this. Look how happy she is.
She's have an energetic morning
Yes.
for 1989.
Oh my gosh, that's better than a date. Look at this. Look at the cute little sleepy bear.
Mhm.
Look at that. Contains
Wild.
melatonin. Climate pledge friendly. I don't know what climate pledge is. Clinically, hey, look, here's blue ball oil. That seems weird. Okay.
Is that the
sleep
same people
patch.
that make the ice cream?
It might be, yeah. Yes, ice
that-
cream patches. Oh, look, it only has 2.5 stars. You don't want that. But this one, look at this. 100 bought. Only 3 people have reviewed it, and they've all given 5 stars. Here we go. Now we're getting to the numbers we
Ooh,
like.
4 stars.
1,600 reviews. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at her. She's all, I can't think. It looks like White Rabbit, actually. It's like,
No
I
more
hope he doesn't come in
counting
here.
sheep. Does anybody actually do that?
Yeah, I did once. I actually did once because, like, you always hear about it's supposed to work, in cartoons.
But are you
And I
counting
did that.
sheep?
Yeah, I
Were
tried to
they
do the whole
actual
exactly what they tell you.
sheep?
Yeah, and then like after like I got to like 5, I forgot what I was doing. I started thinking about
Okay.
like,
In my head, I have to do sheep over the moon.
wasn't
Right,
it the
when
cow that jumped over the moon?
Yes. But in my head, when I have to count sheep, how are you counting these sheep? Where are these sheep at? Where did you have the sheep before? It got to here. Where am I counting it to? So I got to have it jump over the moon to help me sleep. Otherwise, I'm going to lose track of my sheep.
Yeah,
Does
so
that make
actually I
sense?
can follow that. Yeah, I can follow.
Do you have
that.
like a herd of sheep, like in a paddock, and you count
So
them? 1,
see,
2, 3. Like, how do you
you want
count
to know
them?
something? What's really weird about me is like like what you just said. I totally love it. I totally respect it. I totally understand it, and I promote that. Like some other people are like it's really weird. I'm like, I promote that weirdness. So like I love OCD people, but like for me, I don't have that structure. There's nothing about the sheep. I'd be like, why are they sheep? Why? I mean, why do I even care? What am I gonna do? Do they smell? Do I have to take care of them? I'm
But
not gonna
that's
do
what I'm
this.
asking. Okay, you're laying down. You're trying to get to sleep. You can't sleep. So you're like, you've tried every trick in the book, right? Everything you could possibly think of, and you're like, finally, like, screw it. I'm gonna count sheep.
I'm gonna count sheep. I'm gonna count sheep.
What does it look like when you're counting them?
T-Rex. I'm gonna start counting T-Rexes tonight. After the stream, both of you should go outside, look north. You should be able to see the northern lights.
I got a
No.
telescope. I got a telescope.
Yeah, he moved it after I asked who he's looking at over there.
There's nobody over there.
I know there's not. I know that now. When I first saw it, I was like, man, are you looking at me? If I wave, can you see me?
No, but maybe that's what Diddy was doing on Star Island, looking at his cargo ship full of children.
That's what they do in movies about drugs.
Why can't they do it about kids?
Hey, T-Rex, thank you so much. And thank you for the heads up about that. T-Rex, I may disappoint you right now, but I'm actually wearing pants. So going outside is an approved activity for me tonight. That's awesome. Yeah, and he just simply counts. I lose count. I just start over. I've never made it 30 before I'm asleep.
Okay.
How many times do you lose count?
So you're not actually envisioning sheep. You're just counting.
Yeah, you need to envision sheep, T-Rex. That's the whole thing. That's the homework assignment for tonight. We're gonna go with sheep. So
I'm just curious.
And then Indy here says I counted sheep before, and it works.
How did you count the sheep? Because like sometimes we gotta count goats, like when they come in and out of where they go. So like that's one type of counting. But like in my mind, I can't just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would just count and count and count and count and count. I would never fall asleep.
So what's your goal then? Like, do you do this often? First of all, do you do this often, or is this just your experience with it and why you don't do it?
Last ditch effort. Like I can't fall asleep. I've tried everything. Now sheep are jumping over the moon one by one.
Have you ever thought about getting up and doing a homework assignment? Because that would put you to sleep. It's like I could get up and do homework that I never did in the 5th grade, or go to sleep.
No,
I cannot. I'm telling you, just be like, there's a homework assignment involved. I'm
gonna print out some times tables and have them next to my
Oh
bed.
my gosh, yes. Yes, and you'll train yourself then. Hang on a second. I gotta put a marker here because let's see here. What did we Drake is where we in at. Drake, Millie Bobby. Because it looks like Millie
Bobby.
Well, now we gotta go see the Northern Lights. I mean, get mad when we don't see them. Yeah. I didn't even know this was a thing. I mean, I'm trying to figure out about all this other stuff. Northern Lights should be visible with the naked eye all the way down past southern Tennessee, all the way down to Florida as possible with a cell phone. How come cell phones have so much better times than I do?
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Taz says goats are cute.
Sometimes.
I did before I found a Xanax and weed. Or melatonin, I mean. Yeah.
Oof to all of that.
Have you ever taken melatonin? I'll try to go sleep.
Yes.
And
Meh.
obviously it doesn't work, or we wouldn't be talking about sheep. Melatonin gives me vivid nightmares. I mean, horrible vivid nightmares. Like,
What? Maybe that's what my problem was.
oh yeah, it's like vampires, or I mean, just like I remember I had a vampire dream one time, but that's what I'm using as an example. But imagine like vampires are after you type thing, but it's so you have this horrific idea of whatever it is, and then I wake up and it's so vividly real that I think I have to convince myself that it's not happening, that it was a dream, and I'm exhausted because I've been running, and it's
I have to go to a new room.
You have to go to a new room.
When
you
if I'm
go
having
to sleep?
nightmares in the bedroom, I'll wake up, I'll go out to the couch.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the
Absolutely.
couch because then the dream won't get me in there. It's a different room.
It's crazy, right? I mean, not crazy. I mean, it seems normal. It works. Holy
if you
cow,
fall asleep and you don't dream, that's all you can ask for.
And you don't dream. Do you have are all your dreams bad?
Usually the only ones I remember are nightmares.
I've had this conversation with somebody recently, and they told me I had night tremors, and I'm like, "What is that?" That's
no one has
night
ever
terrors,
told me
not
that in my
tremors,
life.
not tremors, terrors, night terrors. Yeah, I never heard of it, and it's where
I don't
your
know.
dreams. Yeah, it's weird.
I don't think I've ever had that. Now you might have. If it feels that real when you wake up, that might be a thing. But for me, if I stay I will keep dreaming that same dream all night. I will pick up right where I left off and just keep nightmaring through. So I've got to switch it up.
There's nothing oh, hang on. I just saw a food fairy because I was going to say food fairy actually sent me magnesium. Have you taken magnesium?
Oh no, but I've heard it's good for you.
Yeah, and I forgot recently, and I started taking magnesium because I get restless leg, and magnesium helps that, and also helps you sleep. It's pretty good. I do approve of it, but I'm afraid it's like with melatonin. I'm afraid to take it all the time. Well, with melatonin, I just can't because I want it to work when I need it to.
Well, right. Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
I do have a Dreamcatcher T-Rex in the bedroom. Not sure if it's authentic or not, but I do have it.
Well, I don't want my dreams to be caught. Right?
I don't want to dream the bad ones. I want to get the cool ones that everybody else gets. Like where wild stuff happens. Like some of my employees were like, I came in here in my dream and you were up on the roof telling us that we were going to do a play and that we had to act this out. And I'm like, why can't I have a dream like that?
Did you look at him and say that wasn't a dream? You should have said it wasn't a dream.
I told them we could make it a reality.
Yes. Yeah, the sleepy time tea. That's I used to do that. That was a big one for me.
I'm not a tea girly.
I like that. That stuff. It's so much effort.
I drink lots of caffeine though.
I do like caffeine. I'm not gonna say anything else about caffeine, but okay. So what's gonna happen between now and next week? Is there gonna be more revelations tomorrow? Is everybody's homework assignments tomorrow 2:00? What's her name's doing that thing?
Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown. Now,
Jaguar.
Word of advice: it's going to be wild, as for lack of a better term. Like I've heard all types of things where they're literally having 4 conversations at one time with 2 people. 2 people are having 4 conversations fluidly. So,
just Friday night sometimes. Here.
Prepare yourself for some odd stuff. But what I want everybody to do is read between the lines and just pretend. Let's just pretend like everything they're saying is actually the truth. Just let your mind go there and let's see what they say.
I mean, I
And
do
I think
like
that's
that. That's
it.
a good exercise. So you just pretend like it is real, right? So then
Mhm.
you look at that and you apply it. So now, what is it that the feds are going to do in court?
See if
And
another dot connects somewhere. See
yeah,
if
try to connect the
yeah.
dots.
Yeah.
You know, we're trained to not see stuff, if that makes sense. Like that's why I always do my thing about the flat Earth. Like people will flip out over that, and I'm like, it's just like a joke. Like it's just a fun idea, and people can't accept that. I'm like, no, don't do that. It's just have fun with it. It's like anything else.
Yeah.
Birds aren't real.
They're not.
Yeah, but they'll accept they
Mine
accept
are.
that. That's fine
My birds are real.
because you can pluck them.
Well, because I watched
I
them
hear they're
all
trying to
be
bring
birthed.
birds back.
Who?
The government. Like so many people know that they aren't real now that they're trying to bring some real ones back. It's kind of like Jurassic Park. They gotta do that DNA thing, get the mosquito larva, all that. So it's just complicated.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh my gosh, I just can't imagine, man, all this Diddy stuff. Like, look, it's one thing, but man, like he had a 50-foot bed and 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and nobody has said anything. Nobody has seen a thing. And here we are. We're living in a society where there's a camera every 5 feet. It's big government, big brothers watching us and everything else. And Diddy's walking around, throwing around like midget sex slaves and stuff, and it's just nobody cares.
Oh, no. That's part of the conspiracy, though. He says the feds leaked his videos. He says the feds set him up. So if the feds knew about that, is Diddy a fed? Is Diddy the Epstein of all this, where he just did all this to get everybody else in the conspiracy put up? Was this an FBI operation the entire time? Did the FBI supply part of the monies for the 50-foot bed? Is that how they knew about it? Is that why they wanted cameras from every single angle of his house? Is he the fall guy?
We'll find out when he uses a sheet.
I have been talking about that. Everybody's talking about, oh, he's going to make bail. Oh, he's going to be here. I said, that's if he doesn't get Epstein first. Watch closely. Something weird is afoot.
Gosh, man. I was talking to my rabbit about this. I was like, I don't really know what's going to happen in our streams here. I was like, I love them. Like, it's amazing the amount of outreach people do to me, and like, man, I just love it. I think she's so great and everything else. And I'm like, yeah, Valkyrie's awesome. Like, you gotta hang out with her in real life. And it's like, but it's like I told my rep, it's like I don't know what to expect tonight. Like I never know what to expect because I don't know any of this stuff. Like when I say I don't know any of this stuff, like again, when you're telling me about it, my mind immediately starts wandering out. It goes, hey, wait a second, what about that one time or this or that? And that's a weird world we live in. To think all that, but
is
again,
it really all just conspiracy, or the dots actually connecting now?
I don't know. All I know is this is all for entertainment purposes and not to draw any
Allegedly.
conclusions. Yeah,
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh wait, saying that. Look at this. Susan M. I was in a chat earlier. They're saying the bottles of baby oil were code for something else, like drugs, possibly. I'm not sure. What do you think there?
Did we talk about this a little last week? That we're pretty sure that it was GHB, and now there's some victims coming out telling their stories and recounting. Diddy had a fanny pack, and in that fanny pack he would keep a bottle of oil, baby oil substance, and when he would get somebody back to a room, strip them and spray them with this oil that come out of a fanny pack. Next thing you know, it went It went way too far. So it is rumored that those baby
Wait, somebody would come
baby
up to him and he would
oils.
spray them with baby oil?
No, like he would like get somebody in a room and then start attacking them in some fashion. I don't really know how, but they would strip them and then he would take out this oil and spray it all over their body. This oil was said to have GHB in it, which would make them just kind of consent non-consensually. And then he would have his way, beat them, grape them. Other people would take turns, I'm sure. And then they'd have it all on video. This is why I don't like these things.
What, having it fall out?
Yeah. They'd have it on
Yeah.
video and then they can blackmail you for it. Now that's what I can use for extortion. I can do whatever I want with you because I've got you on video with all this. Do you really want everybody to know what just happened here? I bet you don't.
So, like, how come, like, someone hasn't figured out how to do this, like, in Kansas or something like that? You know, like, why isn't there, like, a manager of Walmart somewhere has, like, everybody all ready to
Hey.
blackmail?
Walmart's on the list.
Okay, so you know, like the granddaughter, Sam Walton's like might even be great granddaughter is like a DJ in LA. It's like that goes all these parties and everything else. Like kind of maybe finances a lot of stuff. People, so, I mean, she's
weird.
like, yeah, beyond fathomable how rich the Walmart family is.
I have heard that Diddy runs Walmart.
Diddy does.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the validity. I've heard rumblings about him having full control.
Well, I don't think there's many people look like Diddy run around Bentonville, Arkansas, but that granddaughter, whatever, though, I remember that a while back. I forgot about her, and it was like something entirely different. She's kind of good looking, if I remember right. So
Cool.
that's how I remember stuff. It's like a long time ago. Oh, yeah, I remember her.
She was all right.
But anyway. Diane
Yeah.
says, I hear the government owns a controlling share of Walmart. Do you know that Walmart is the largest recipient of welfare? The food stamps.
Weird.
Yeah, it's like 30. Is it 30%? 30% of all their sales come from is government
crazy.
money process. Yeah. So you
Never
get
would've thought.
yeah, I thought that would be going to Target or something like that, maybe. It's weird, isn't it? And so Amazon wants in on that action, so that's they started taking Snap and all that stuff. EBT, Snap.
I didn't know that.
I see. David comes in here saying the shocking truth about Diddy's he put 1 million on the greatest rapper ever, Punk. But Hail Mary got something special for him. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes, he put 1 million on the grid. On his head. He put $1 million on his head, and I believe Keefy D is the person that got him. Because remember, circle back to our conversation about Eminem and his song called Fuel, and he said something about yo, Keefy D, get him. He's saying Eminem was saying he can't say too much, otherwise he's gonna have a bounty on his head, and tell Keefy D to go get him. That's what he's talking about.
Like, that is awesome. I am so just everything. You are
I'm just drawing lines. I'm just drawing.
I know. I love watching how your mind works because it helps me think of like, because I want to put you in the best light ever. I want to put you in ways where your talents really thrive. And watching your mind work, I'm sitting going, oh yeah, this is cool. I see how this plays out. Yeah, there you go. Hang on, wait. Messes says that. Wait, where'd he go? You get half price Amazon Prime if you have EBT as a payment type.
What? What?
They really want.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. And they raised the price. Hey, if you have a Ring doorbell, they're doubling your subscription today. I heard. Internet's all up in arms over it.
It's too
All
much.
up in arms about home security. Well, hey, listen, thank you so much. Next
Thank
week?
you. No,
Okay.
actually, I would love to, but I have a 6 a.m. flight Friday.
That's what I say you're going to Arizona.
Yeah, I'm
Colorado.
hopefully going to be asleep
West Coast.
by like 9 o'clock next Thursday. So
Well,
after
be sure to have your phone charged and ready to snap picture of you seeing anybody infamous in the airport.
okay,
I'm just saying the famous people fly. I don't.
out of no,
Well, they're all over these airplanes.
all over these airplanes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep
You
it
know who
charged.
you're running to. You know who you're running to. Hey, listen, everybody. Thank you so much. Tomorrow night, Friday Night Live. I got to figure out what's going on for that one. We'll, I think it's Friday. I think, we'll talk about like Friday stuff. And,
What?
yeah, make some fried chicken maybe. God, I've had the worst. I've had chicken the past 3 days. And it sucks, man. You ever had bad
What?
chicken?
Well, I mean, yeah, but not a lot.
Not like rotten
I've-
chicken, but like
I've
bad
had
chicken.
really good chicken.
I do like good chicken. Did I tell you that I left a gallon of milk in the car today? That's how my night started. I was like, yes. I went to the donut place today.
Was that all you left in the car?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you get
Yeah,
a
we
bunch
got-
of groceries? And like,
No, I
it's
got
all
a
in the
Corona
car?
and a gallon of milk. And I was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be awesome. We did a stream tonight, and so I had some donut holes too. I was eating those earlier. And so I went to go get some milk, and I was like, oh, no. And I went outside, and they was sitting in the car, and it'd been there for like 5 hours. And White River said, are you sure it's bad? And I looked at her, and I almost let her influence me. And then I was like, no, here's the thing. Here's what's going to happen. Yes, it's bad. I don't have to taste it. I just know it's bad. I'm going to go get some more.
I
No,
can't
so I'm
believe
mad
she
at
even
myself.
said that.
Oh,
Are you sure it's bad? Are you? Would you let it sit out on the counter for 4 hours?
it was in
Let
the car.
alone
The car's
in a
hotter than the
car?
counter. Oh, and she's like, oh, it doesn't taste bad. I'm like, you don't know that. See, me, like I would be tasting like, here we go. Here's my milk. I'm like, does that taste all right? I don't know if that tastes all right or not. I don't know if that's any good, but I've got it now. So I went back to the the Weigels and get some more milk, and but I went to a different Weigels because the first one's next to the donut place. This one's next to me. They didn't have any there. Well, they had some milk, but the expiration date was on the 16th. The milk that I would let sit in the car expiration date was the 20th. It's fresher milk. So mad.
Not
So
anymore.
they had. I know. So they had 1/2 gallon. That was the 20th. You know what made me the most mad? I could see in the back they had all this milk they hadn't put out yet. And I was like, that's all fresh to go out. Like, why can't I get that right now? Why can't it be like a beer cave? I can walk back there and pick out my milk. Very excitable about milk.
New idea. Maybe we should make a dairy farm, and then you can have fresh milk all the time.
Do you like those shaggy looking Scottish cows?
Mm-hmm.
My rabbit wants one of those.
Okay.
She doesn't have a place for it. So I don't know why she wants one or why it's even talked about. But I'll tell you what, I need to take y'all. Need to take you. You'll have fun. Over to
Okay.
The most happy dude in the world's Valhalla. I'm just he won't have fun.
Where do you want to go?
No, we've talked about this before. We need to take y'all to it's a Cruise Farm. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard about cruise farms.
So they do like their own milk and everything, but they also make pizza. Oh, they make ice cream. But oh, their pizza though is so good. I've only had it once, and I'm afraid that they probably changed the recipe a little bit. I won't
Are you
like
sure
it.
you weren't just really hungry?
You know what? Like I've thought about that sometimes. That really sucks a lot about my
'Cause
food.
I-
And I'm like,
I-
oh, that
I
was the
trust
best
your-
nachos.
I trust your opinion on like most stuff, but I have not had good pizza since I moved here.
That's
I
because
don't
you guys
believe it
have that weird
exists.
stuff.
No, it just doesn't exist in this town or the surrounding towns. From
Yeah,
what
it's
I
all about the
hear, if
water.
you want good pizza, you have to go more than 2 hours away.
Where?
I can't do that.
Atlanta?
I've heard Chatty has some really good pizza.
Maybe. Nashville doesn't even have pizza. It's horrible.
Nashville
it's
doesn't
the-
have
it's-
any pizza.
It's the
I'm
weirdest
apparently not
thing.
allowed to go to Atlanta. I can't go to
No.
North Carolina. I mean, all the surrounding areas. All
Well,
we
no,
go
they
is Kentucky, and I'm not trusting anything from there.
chicken maybe. The hurricane
Maybe.
won't let you go to Atlanta or Asheville, whatever that is. Oh, wait, I
You
got
can
bad
get to
chicken
Atlanta.
from Burger King. I was sick with food poisoning for 2 weeks. Oh, Susan. Oh, there's nothing worse. Oh, there's nothing worse.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and how do you get bad chicken from Burger King too? Because that's not even real chicken, I guess. Is it the pig stuff that they put into a patty? Have you ever had their chicken nuggets that look like little crowns? I couldn't figure that out. I was like,
Long
I
time
thought
ago.
it was the crown of the chicken, but
Oh, crowns are a thing too. Crowns. We got to put it on the list.
oh, dude, yeah, crowns. Oh, all right, hold on, I'm
I'll
gonna write that.
explain at a later date.
Okay, all right. And there was one more thing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's happening
either.
anymore. So, deuces. Good night. Count sheep. Sleep
Well,
tight.
I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire." Jesus, 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 it's a fire.